Hey everyone, ready to get more involved in Pauper Commander world? We are thrilled to announce our brand new Discord channel. This is going to be a fun, inclusive space where you can chat about our latest videos, share your deck building masterpieces, find spell table games, and even show off some of your adorable pets. Join our growing community of fellow pop heads and help us build excitement for this awesome Pauper Commander format. It's completely free to join, and if you're a Patreon supporter, you'll unlock even more exclusive channels. The link to join is in the video description below. Come join us, we'll see you there. I don't know if you're ready for this next one, it's a big one. Introducing the first edition concept art playmat. This isn't just any other playmat, it features exclusive, never before seen concept art of our very own Jalapeno Pauper, Hal, the early designs for this mascot. This is a truly limited run, and each of the playmats will be individually numbered, making it a unique collector's item. You want to spice things up even more? You'll have the option to have it signed by us, Miles and Bernie. Now, we are only placing this order if and when we hit our order minimum, so we need your help to do that. Please fill out the pre-order sign-up form linked in the description. Don't miss your chance to grab this exclusive playmat and be part of our channel's history. Thank you so much, and let's bring these to life. Yeah. Welcome back to Get it. All right, folks. Hey, how you doing out there in internet world? We are the Jalapeno Paupers. Welcome back to another Jalapeno Paupers podcast. Today we're diving into the top 10 commons and uncommons, aka commanders, for the Final Fantasy set coming out soon. We're hyped for it. It looks pretty sweet, pretty powerful, pretty scary, and somewhat hard to evaluate.
Yeah.
Just
really
because there's so much good stuff.
Yeah. Hard to get an order down. We know what are the good ones. Ordering
I
them
know
is
what the good
different
ones
story.
are. Yeah. I know what all of the good ones are. No, I'm just kidding. The more I evaluate cards, the harder it is. I'm like, is this even good? I don't even know. So I mean, some are obvious and some are awesome, and we've lined up on a lot of those, but some are hard to evaluate. So, but before we jump into that, we just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, supporting us here. If you like the show and you want to consider supporting us even further, consider subscribing to our Patreon. It helps keep us going, and it also, you get perks. So you get some swag, you get all the stuff we record, our podcasts and gameplay, early access to all that. You get, what else do they get?
Play at our highest level. You can play games with us
That's
a couple
right.
times a year.
That's right.
You will get a altar done by either me or my wife.
Yep.
Sent to you of any commander, PDH commander, or common card in your 99.
Those are for our highest tier folks.
Yeah,
Yep.
highest tier folks. We're doing some deck lists. Not deck lists. Deck techs.
Bonus footage. Yep.
Deck techs.
Bonus content. Yep.
So yeah, check it out. We do want to shout out our red pepper poppers, that highest tier right now. We have Teresa and Tyler, Bill, aka Too Much Do, the Alpine Hound Master, Dax, and Dashin Dad. Thank you all so much. You guys are really incredible. We're so grateful for all that you do.
Absolutely. So, should we jump into this awesome set?
Let's do it. Let's jump in.
Okay, we're going to start
Final
with
Fantasy.
our top 10 commons. So, will you tell me how we did this again? Because every time you tell me, it gets more confusing.
It isn't that tricky. So, we each do a top 10.
Separately.
No cheating, no collusion, nothing ill-fated going on.
And then we come together all night and we hammer over the details. We try to...
We combine them and we average them out. So if I think this one's the best card, I'm going to give it 10 points. If Miles thinks it's worth 6 points, he gives it 6 points. We average those out. That's 16 divided by 2. You're at 8. That is our 8th ranked card for the set.
Or our second. It's got 8 points.
That is our 3rd ranked card from the set.
See what I mean? See how confusing this is? Anyways, we do it all on the back end, so you don't have to do the math. You don't have to worry about all that. But I was just saying...
Wait, sorry, that's not even right. it gets a score of 8, and then we look at the others and we rank that. We order it based on that. Easy peasy.
See what I have to work with, folks?
Easy
See what I have to
peasy.
work with? Anyways, the whole point of this is to say that we've each made our lists. We've come together. We've done some, some gobbledygook to form a single top 10 list from each of our evaluations. Anyways, you guys get it. See what I deal with every day? Okay.
Number 10.
Commons. Number 10 for our commons. We are talking about Blitzball.
Yeah, so this is just a 3 mana rock. So 3 mana, tap, add 1 mana of any color. But it has goal. You can tap and sacrifice it. Draw 2 cards. Activate only if an opponent was dealt combat damage by a legendary creature this turn.
I said, but Bernie, there's not what legendary creature.
There's a lot.
And then you said
there's tons being printed all the time. Like this Final Fantasy set has so many, almost all, if not all, I think all of the 2-color commanders, PDH commanders, so uncommon creatures from this set are all legendary, and there's 2 in each, so that's 20. Plus a lot of the monocolored ones are legendaries.
Yep.
So they're all named. So the more they do these Universes Beyond sets, they're making creatures or characters from these other games that are going to be legendary.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
they're making multiple versions of all the cards. So like Spider-Man set's going to have a common Spider-Man, a legendary, a uncommon, a rare, a mythic. There's just going to be so many more options for legendary creatures to be our commander that you're going to sit down at a pod and one person's going to be playing a legend.
Yeah, what if I don't want to play a legendary? I like Herd Baloth.
Yeah.
Oh.
Your opponents count too.
Any.
Yeah.
Deal damage by a legendary creature. So, yeah. Someone else can hit with a legendary, and then you can sack your Blitzball for 2.
Yeah, so it's like you have to, there's a little more hoops you have to jump through, but it's better than, potentially better than Commander Sphere.
Yeah.
Getting to draw 2 cards. So
tap it for mana early game, turn it in for cards late game. I like it.
yeah.
And it can go in any deck.
Also, Ring Tempts You. Legends.
Oh, yes. I was like, that does not say the ring tempts you. Okay. Yes.
Frodo took the Blitzball to Mordor.
That's right.
Yeah.
I watched the movie.
He did.
Okay, number 9. I read Blitzball. It's your turn.
Okay. This is Rook Turret. 3 and a blue for a 3/3 artifact creature construct with flying. Whenever another artifact you control enters, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card.
Yep, not once per turn. Anytime an artifact enters. So, it can. I think this is really easy to trigger. Just good value. 3/3 flyers. Not bad at all.
Great. The more we play, the more flying matters a lot.
Yep, absolutely. So, like even your treasures can trigger this. Any artifact entering. So I thought it was a nice little value piece, and easy to trigger and cycle through your cards. So
yep, it's a good card. Also an artifact itself, so it synergizes with the kind of decks that it wants to go in.
Yeah,
which is a huge upside. All right, number 8.
Okay, number 8, Airman. It's a 2 and a black for a 2/2 flying death touch, eye horror. Pretty cool. Then you can pay 3, sack another creature or artifact to draw a card. So you don't have to tap him to do that either. So the flying death touch on a 2/2 I think is good as well. That's a good blocker.
Mm-hmm.
And then extra mana floating around, you just turn in your creatures or artifacts into cards. And you can do that, if you're sitting on 6 mana, you need to go look for stuff. You can do that twice. So yeah, I thought it was a nice little utility creature.
Yeah, I like it. It's the flying again, like we said, flying very important. Death touch also very key for being able to fend off some big attacks that might be threatening to come your way.
Yeah, and I like how it doesn't tap.
Yeah.
To activate the ability either. So you can hold it up on a blocker against a big flyer or something, and then turn it in for value.
Yeah, really good. I like it. Okay, number 7. Prish's Wanderings. 2 and a green for an instant. Search your library for a basic land card or town card. Put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. When you search your library this way, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control.
Why do you like this card? Tell me about towns.
I like it a lot. So this set is introducing towns to the format, to the game of Magic. There are 10 dual towns. So they enter tapped, tap for 2 colors, 1 of 2 colors of mana. There's one that enters tapped and you can choose a color. And I don't remember what the other, I think there's another
taps
one.
For anything? Or no, I don't know if it taps for any color, but...
No, the rare one
choose
does.
one.
The rare one
Okay.
taps for any, but it deals 1 damage to you. I don't remember if there might only be 11, but I thought there was 12. Either way, at instant speed, I really like this card. 3 mana, instant speed. Go get a basic or a town. So you can go get your 2-colored mana fixer. And then you just put a +1 counter on a creature you control. I love this card. I'm really happy that it wasn't a sorcery. So that being instant speed really pushed it over the edge for
And
me.
going right onto the battlefield, obviously, is
Knocks
great.
your hand.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
really
better.
good.
Yeah, I like that too.
So,
That's great.
I like it a lot. I think this will actually probably be one of my in green decks. I don't know why I wouldn't play this.
Yeah, do you know you would cut over this?
I think I would rather have this than not always, but depending on a lot of green decks, I would rather have this than Cultivate or
Yeah.
Kodama's Reach. Even though I'm getting 2 lands,
Yeah.
being able to do it at instant speed, like if I have other instants in my hand that I potentially might want to cast to interact, just hold that up, and if you didn't have to use it,
Sure.
end step ramp,
Yeah.
end step on the turn before you just ramp,
Yeah.
and put a counter on a creature.
Right.
I really like this card.
Yep. Yeah, it makes sense. I like it. Okay, our number 6 common, Fate of the Sun Christ. It's 4 and a white, instant that says destroy target non-land permanent, and then it also says this spell costs 2 less if it targets a tapped creature. So, I love this card. Because of the utility it offers, destroy target non-land permanent. There's not a lot of those effects. So the flexibility to, hey, if I don't need to kill a creature, if I really need to kill that enchantment or artifact or whatever, I can do that. If you need to kill the creature, it's cost reduction there too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really like that card. I think it'll make a lot of decks.
Yeah, I do too. I kind of wish the 2 less to cast was any tapped permanent. That would be sweet.
Oh yeah.
And non-land
interesting.
permanent, just if like mana rocks, if you need them,
Yeah.
or other things that tap to. It would be artifacts, right? That tap and do that.
Yeah.
But that's okay. It's
I
still
think
still having-
enchantment
they would
removal is
never-
big.
yeah.
But yes, but I'm thinking like I was thinking of past gameplays, and if I had this, yeah, I think enchantments are the targets, artifacts, equipment is good, but at the same time you can hit the creature unless there was a game that you were playing where your creature had hexproof. Because of an enchantment. Yeah. And so this would have been great there. Again, the flexibility is super nice.
Yep. Sweet. All right. Number 5, top 5. We have our first summon. So a saga creature. We have summon Choco Mog. So this is a 3/3 saga bird Moogle. So it's got 4 levels, 4 stage chapters. Yep, 4 chapters on it. They're all the same. It is Stampede. Other creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. So
these are interesting.
Yeah.
Because they're creatures themselves.
Yep, so it's a 3/3. It doesn't buff itself, but for 4 turns, you essentially get an anthem on your turn. So it's not during everyone's turn. So all your creatures, go wide decks are gonna love this card. Just for 4 turns, just get an extra power to everything on your board. So if you've got 4 other creatures, this is essentially like a 3/3 for 3 that gives +4 power across your board for 4 turns.
And
I really like this card.
It's a static, so there's no condition on attacking or whatever creatures. So I was thinking about this like in maybe like Bone Cairn Butcher or something.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, it's interesting the cost. Like, when do you play this? Because you play it on turn 3. There's not much benefit there. But you want to have creatures on the board, play it. They get buffed on that attack. Then the next 3 turns. So I think like a Bone Cairn.
Bone Cairn is a great
use for this, right?
Because that you could even play that on turn 3 and still get value because you're creating attacking creatures.
Yes. So when Bone Cairn attacks, he creates 2 1/1s. Yeah, mobilize stuff like those get buffed as well. Because like it being kind of static, other creatures you control. I think is really big. So
yeah, white also has ways to flicker this, recur this. It's 3 mana or less. There's other like return creature card with mana value 3 or less grave to the battlefield. So there's a lot of ways to have it last more than just the 4 turns of the game. But 4 turns is a good amount of time for this effect to last. So I really like it.
On turn 4 though, you immediately lose the 3/3, right? So turn 1, 2, 3. Turn 4, you draw.
The effect, I believe. So turn 4 will stay for the turn,
but the 3/3 is gone. Yeah. So the 3/3 can only attack twice, really, right?
Oh yeah.
It's sick on.
But it isn't getting the buff anyways. Yeah.
But that might come up with another summon.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so just interesting to think about these summon creatures and how
they're neat.
How they work. Yeah,
I like that they did something like that. I don't know the Final Fantasy very well to understand.
Oh, I know Final Fantasy and the lore, and I love them all.
But I think these creatures that come for a little while, I think that's a really cool idea. And the way they've made the mechanic work, I think it's fun.
It is cool. It's unique. I like it. Ooh, number 4. This one's cool.
This is really cool.
Call of the Mountain. Call of the Mountain.
Not of
Chocobo. Oh,
just call that mountain.
I like of the Call of the Mountain because I imagine the Chocobo is like calling.
Yeah,
but
it's call.
It's like
no, we're saying get it on the phone. Get this guy on the phone. Get that mountain Chocobo on the phone. Let's call him up.
No, don't be ridiculous. They don't have phones.
Hey, I don't know what happens in Final Fantasy land.
Call the mountain Chocobo. So you're calling the Chocobo, and then it sends out a call itself. What does a Chocobo sound like? Would you imagine? Yeah, that's pretty good.
That is good.
So anyways, back to the card. Call the Mountain Chocobo. 3 in a red. This one's awesome. Sorcery. Search your library for a mountain card. Reveal it. Put it into your hand. Then shuffle. Create a 2/2 green bird creature token with whenever a land enters. This token gets +1/+0 until end of turn, and it has flashback for 5 and a red. So, yeah, not a lot of effects in red.
Yeah,
that do this.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
not that I know.
I can't think of any off the top. So to go ramp and search. So this is awesome, and it searches for a mountain, so you can get your dual mountains. And it comes with a creature. So I think this is a really cool card.
Yeah,
really, really good utility piece for red.
Yes, compared to green, it's slightly overcosted, but still to have that in red is so cool.
And gets a little birdie, gets a little Chocobo.
Yeah. I guess it's not that overcosted if you're also getting a 2/2 body. Yeah, that's fantastic.
And flashback.
Jeez, awesome.
Cool card.
All right. Number 3, we have the Black Mage's Rod. This is a 1 and a black for an artifact equipment with a new mechanic from the set, Job Select. So when this equipment enters, you create a 1/1 colorless hero creature token. Then you attach this equipment to it. So it's kind of like Living Weapon or for Mirrodin. Is that what it was called from that one set? Yeah. So you play an equipment and it comes with a creature equipped to it. And this equipment says equipped creature gets +1/+0. Has whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent and is a wizard in addition to its other types and equipped for 3. So it essentially just creates a creature that is a pinger.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And buffs it, gives it an extra power, and you can then reuse it, re-equip.
Yeah.
Once the creature dies, re-equip. Just keep making
Right.
one of your creatures a pinger.
I think that's the most interesting part.
Yeah.
Is you can just attach it, and then anyone you attach it to has that ability.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, your pinger dies. Oh, well, I'll just make another one. I'll just attach it to someone else and ping away. So I think it's a really cool, powerful effect.
Pinging, we'll see that in other places, but pinging got a huge buff set.
Yep.
Holy
absolutely.
cow.
Yeah. If you like pinging, you're in luck.
Yeah. Especially in red and black.
You won't believe our number 2 or our number 1.
We are into our top 2.
That's right. Number 2.
We both agreed on these 2.
Yeah.
As far as being the top 2.
Yes.
So, yeah, these are stellar cards.
Yes, they are. Number 2 is the white Arisite. White Arisite. It's 2 white for an artifact that says when this artifact enters, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls until this artifact leaves the battlefield, and it taps for a white. This is sweet. So it has that kind of like Oblivion Ring effect.
Mm-hmm.
It can target a non-land permanent, which is awesome. Exile it, and then it sits there, but you just tap it for mana.
Yeah, that's so good.
I love this. I think this is an awesome card.
Yeah, that's got to be. We did a draft of mana rocks, right?
Yeah.
This would be so high up on my list now.
Yeah.
I think if you're playing white, I don't know why you wouldn't include this. This just seems like an auto include in a white deck.
Absolutely. Removal that, you know, taps for mana. The only thought that I had was that this is, you know, your mana rock is a little more has a little more heat on it, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
For removal. Like, oh man,
No,
I want to remove that mana rock now to get my thing back. Versus if you had just a straight up mana rock for ramp, those go overlooked and, you know, dodge removal because
that's true.
It wants to use them on that. But still, yeah, I think as far as a removal spell with upside, fantastic.
Yeah, there's not better upside on your removal spell.
Yeah, right.
Find in Pauper Commander.
And a mana rock with upside. Yeah, both sides are good. I think it's really cool effect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm glad it's costed at 4.
Yeah.
So it's not like too overpowered. I think it's like in a perfect sweet spot of 2 things you really want at a price that's fair for both things combined. Right?
Sure. And it'll tap for 1 immediately too. So you kind of get that mana back a little bit. So yeah.
All right.
Number 1. I wanted to read this one.
I'll let you. Go ahead.
All right.
You seem sad about it.
Summon Fat Chocobo. This is very, very fun, cool card. 4 and a green, 4/4, enchantment creature, saga, bird. With 4 chapters on it. Chapter 1 is called Work with an A, Wark.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah. Create chapter 1. Create a 2/2 green bird creature with whenever land enters, that creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. So we saw that on Call the Mountain Chocobo as well. And then chapter 2, Kerplunk for 3 chapters. Creatures you control gain trample until end of turn.
That's so good.
So yeah, you'll get a 2/2 bird, and then everything will get trample for 3 turns.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and like you said, you do lose this on the 3rd turn that it would have had trample.
Right. So this
still.
Yeah, as I was thinking about this, I was like, it's not going to attack chapter 1 because it's sick. Chapter 4, it'll be gone. So you can attack with a 4/4 for trample twice. At the minimum or whatever. But
the 3rd turn, all your other stuff will still have trample. The 4th turn.
Yes. Chapter 4. Chapter 4, everything will have trample. So, and at 5 mana, turn 5, turn 6, whatever.
In green, probably turn 4.
But I was gonna say, like, do you want to cast? How early do you want to cast this?
I like that it doesn't start the trample until its 2nd turn.
Yeah.
So So
yeah,
maybe
and then you're gonna have it turn 2 or not turn 2, chapter 2.
your
You
bird
you
gets
play you play a
trampled.
land. You got a 3/2 and a 4/4 to attack with trample at the floor, right?
Yeah, the floor. Yeah.
Which is not bad.
Hit your
A
land, it's a 3/2.
Right. 3/2 and a 4/4 with trample attacking. That's not bad.
No, I'd take that.
But yeah, I think
Play it on turn 7 though.
Right.
Really, 6 or 7
Sure.
once you've got
Yeah.
some creatures out there.
right. Everything's getting
Overrun for a couple turns. That's just so cool.
It is cool.
And the art is fantastic. It's a fat chicken thing.
Big old chocobo landing
A
at
bunch of flying, I guess they're Moogles, but
good
pig-looking
Yeah,
fairies
good.
floating around its head. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah, that's our number 1.
Okay. Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Yes. Let us know what we missed. We had to leave so many off. There were so many cards that we both liked.
Yeah.
We don't want to tell you what they were. We want you to tell us
Yes.
what they should have
Give
been.
you a chance what we missed, what you like,
Yeah.
what's in your top 10 for this new set.
Yeah.
Let's take a little break and then we'll jump back in with the top 10 commanders. I don't know if you're ready for this next one. It's a big one. Introducing the first edition concept art playmat. This isn't just any other playmat. It features exclusive, never before seen concept art of our very own Jalapeno Pauper, Hal, the early designs for this mascot. This is a truly limited run, and each of the playmats will be individually numbered, making it a unique collector's item. You want to spice things up even more? You'll have the option to have it signed by us, Miles and Bernie. Now, we are only placing this order if and when we hit our order minimum, so we need your help to do that. Please fill out the pre-order sign-up form linked in the description. Don't miss your chance to grab this exclusive playmat and be part of our channel's history. Thank you so much, and let's bring these to life. And we're back with the top 10 commanders.
Had a quick lunch break.
Yep. Did we? Okay, top 10 commanders. This was really hard as well.
So hard.
I think our top ones lined up pretty well, but there's so many good ones that we had a lot of variation.
Yep. And there are so many good monocolored ones. A handful, 1 or 2 might have made the list, but a handful made the list. But the 2 colors are just so cool.
Yeah.
So it was hard to include too many of the monocolored ones, but I think this set has so many unique, fun commanders to build around.
Yes, 100%. I was gonna say, I just echo that the effects and the mechanics on these uncommons are really fun, interesting, kind of different, and I'm excited to build around a ton of these.
Yeah.
Speaking of number 10, I really want to build this guy, Zidane Tantalus Thief. 3 red, white for a 3/3 human mutant scout. When he enters, gain control of... He got his fingers in the way.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
When Zidane enters, gain control of target creature an opponent controls until end of turn. Untap it. It gains lifelink and haste until end of turn. And then whenever an opponent gains control of a permanent from you, you create a treasure token. Okay, so he enters, you steal something of theirs, you attack back, probably that same person.
Yeah.
It's just
They're open.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Gain life.
Gain life.
Oh my gosh.
That's so cool. And then until end of turn, then you give it back, and then you create a treasure because you gave back something that you controlled.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
Really, see, like, this is an interesting, unique, like, effect that
really
I think is
cool.
really cool. So I want to put a lot of, betrayal effects or treachery effects, and then just steal stuff and attack. And so I think this would be a really fun and interesting commander to build around.
Yeah. A lot of flicker stuff too. I mean, mainly because it's more fun to do it on your turn, right? To attack with it. But you can flicker this at instant speed and steal something that might be attacking you. Or after someone attacks, I want to take your thing and I'll block now here. and kill
and
both.
and it has lifelink.
And it gains you life.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So if you have ways of getting Zidane to trigger on during combat of your opponent's turns when they're attacking you or whatever,
That's a cool
it's
idea
awesome.
too. That's
Yeah.
a really cool idea too. The flicker. I didn't really think of that, but yes, flicker him, grab a blocker,
yeah.
gain a bunch of life.
Yeah. Or like, yeah, there's so many weird combat tricks you can do, even if they're not attacking you, right? Just to clear the path for somebody, or it's just there's some fun things. This is such a cool card.
Yeah, just really fun to brew around for sure. And I know some of the rules committee think lifelink is a swear word, so
It probably is. I mean, you saw our game last week.
oh yeah.
It left a sour taste in my stomach, and I was the beneficiary of
Oh
that.
my goodness. Yeah, you're a punk.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but anyways, our number 10.
Oh,
Zidane.
sorry, that comes out. Oh yeah, that's out. That's out already. Okay, number 9. We have a monocolored one. We have Fang, Fearless Lassie. I don't know. It's a 2 and a black for a 2/3 legendary creature, Human Warrior. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. This ability triggers only once each turn. Also has meld.
It does have meld, but not applicable.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can rule 0 this in where have Fang and Vanilla be partners or whatever. That'd be fun, but
Yeah.
not in the rules. Don't cheat, folks. So I like this card a lot, mainly because this is very similar to the card that I played a few weeks ago from Tarkir Dragonstorm, the Sky Skimmer or something.
Skipping Sky Skimmer.
Yeah.
Like that.
Where when a card leaves your graveyard, you get to draw a card. This also hurts you, but that makes sense. It's a black card. It's not a blue and a green card. You got to do a little more work in black. But I that effect was so much fun to play with that. And black has a lot of ways to fill your graveyard, use your graveyard for other things. So I think it's a really fun commander. Not unique because there's, I mean, the blue-green one, the skimmer that I played, has that. But being able to do it in a different color, I like it.
And that deck worked really well because your hand was like always full.
Always full.
Something was always leaving your graveyard. I was thinking it was very easy in that deck. There was a ton of ways to do it. I'm wondering, well, in the blue and green deck there was lots of what's the new mechanic?
Renew.
Yeah, yep. Renew stuff. There was lots of, using your stuff in the graveyard, pay mana, exile it, and they would leave that way. What comes to your mind when you're thinking of black cards leaving? I'm thinking of, returning cards to your hand, returning creatures to your hand.
Yeah.
Would
Flashback.
Grave Flickers work? Because they enter and then they leave?
Yeah.
Whenever one more cards leave
It
your
would have to be
graveyard.
on your turn, right?
Yep.
But that might work. I think that does work.
Oh, wait. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, you draw a card. This is the ability to choose one. No, it wouldn't have to be on your turn.
Oh, this one's not only. Oh, so this is better. I like this more than. I don't like it, but that deck was awesome.
Yeah,
that Sky Skimmer
it was pretty cool.
But that is limited to your turn only.
Yeah,
this is anybody's turn.
Not.
So that's I
like
it,
but only once. But
that's
so
still
Grave Flickers blocking would work.
That would work.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's
I
cool.
think that I'm pretty sure. Let us know if we're wrong, but I think that works.
No, we're not wrong.
So yeah, I like Fang. I think it's cool. And if you do have a play group that's cool with you partnering it up with Vanilla,
for it.
Whatever, super fun. A lot of fun stuff. I'm sure you can do with that.
Okay. Number 8,
your boy
Torgal, a Fine Hound. It's a 1 and a green for a 2/2 wolf. Whenever you cast your first human creature spell each turn, that creature enters with an additional 1/1 counter on it for each dog and or wolf you control. Tap to add mana, 1 mana of any color. This deck is awesome. This commander is so cool. So I guess one moment for our Final Fantasy background. I've played like 2 games, 15 and 16. I loved 15, and I've played a lot of 16. And Torgal's in 16, and he's a good boy. So I was excited about this one.
Yeah. I mean, you all saw the game last week. It's crazy. It just explodes.
Yeah.
It's very similar to like how Voja plays in EDH. Like your board just becomes massive.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was so good.
They were kind of reliably entering in. You know, the idea was play a bunch of wolves and dogs and then start casting your humans, and it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's hard to keep the wolves and dogs under control. Like, you don't really, I don't know, they're 1/1s and 2/2s and 4/4s, and then the humans start coming in as 10/10s. And, yeah.
Huge. And trample. I mean, get that chocobo in this deck.
That's right. There's tons of easy ways to enable trample, right? So it went wide with a bunch of wolves and then tall with a bunch of humans.
Yeah, it was really neat.
Yeah.
I like it. I like that deck a lot. It was really cool.
Yep.
Very, very good deck.
Okay, number 7.
Okay, another one that we saw last week. Yes, another fantastic one. Sid, Timeless Artificer, 2 white and blue for legendary creature Human Artificer. It's a 4/4. Says artifact creatures and heroes you control get +1/+1 for each artificer you control and each artificer card in your graveyard. A deck can have any number of cards named Sid. Timeless Artificer doesn't matter, and cycling 1 and blue doesn't matter as well. My goodness. Billy was just making artifacts with his artificers. They would die, wouldn't matter.
Yeah,
they'd be in the graveyard and still give the buff.
Yeah, that was huge.
It was so easy to just get wide and then get big.
Yeah,
it just did not seem hard at all.
Yes, it it was very reminiscent of the Torgal deck, and like we were both doing scary stuff, and yeah, he was doing really well. It relies a lot more on Sid.
Yes, definitely does. Yeah, Sid's not out. It's not great.
They all kind of turn off a little bit.
Yeah, but you're still pretty. He's still
scary though.
Yeah, you're still wide enough.
Right.
Still make a ton
Just
of tokens.
recast him and you're back online. Easy.
Yeah.
It's a little interesting. I think once you get used to it, it's fine. But one thing I found was like, now what's getting buffed by who and when? Yeah. So it's like artifact creatures and heroes you control get +1/+1 for each artificer you control, and then in the graveyard, and you're like, wait, what? Is this getting buffed? Is this getting the buff? No, not artificers. Those don't get the buff, but artifacts do. So it's just
you have to pay attention.
It's a little wordy, and you have to keep track. But artificers
really strong.
The number of artificers matter. And then artifact creatures, and then heroes is a new type.
Yep, new card creature type from Final Fantasy, and will be in the Spider-Man set as well. We know that already.
That's right.
So my guess is a lot of these Universes Beyond are going to have heroes in them. But yeah,
get used to it.
Yep, get used to it. Sid's only going to get better, and there's 15 versions of this character, this creature, this art. Yeah, so you have a lot of options to choose as your commander.
Got to catch them all. Is that Final Fantasy?
I think so.
Is Final Fantasy the one with the little wizard boy?
Harry Potter?
Oh.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Very good. Okay, number 6. X-Death Void Warlock. That's such a cool name.
That is.
1 black green for a 3/3 Spirit Warlock. When it enters, you gain 3 life. At the beginning of your end step, if there are 6 or more permanent cards in your graveyard, transform X-Death
into
Neo X-Death Dimensions End.
From
Matrix. Gosh, can you get any more metal than that?
Yeah.
All right, very cool. So he's a star 3 trample. His power is equal to the number of permanent cards in your graveyard.
This is so easy for this to be like a 20 power 3 toughness creature. Like that is not hard at all to do.
Easy to mill in these colors. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's so I love it. And just the name, the art.
Metal.
I love this card so much.
It is very cool, very powerful. Voltron, trample.
Yeah.
So I mean, vulnerable to removal, but what isn't?
Play your protection spells.
Sure, or don't.
Yeah, or don't.
Just recast him.
Yeah, only 3 mana.
Gain 3 life, and then your end step, boom.
Yeah,
He's back into Neo-X death.
Neo-X death.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I think simple but powerful.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, not a lot to track in this one. So if you just want to turn sideways, fill your graveyard, play this. Don't play Sid. Sid, you got to think.
What if I Bajuka Bog your graveyard, though?
Yeah, that would hurt.
Yeah.
Scoop. Scoop on to the next one. Go get some lunch.
Scoop game 2.
Get some dinner and let them figure out.
You got me. You got me.
You did it.
Okay, we found his weakness. That was our number what?
4. Nah, I don't know. Why am I not? That was our number 6.
Okay.
Number 5.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Number 5.
We have Titus, Blitzball Star, 1 white and a blue for a legendary creature, human warrior. It's a 2/1. Whenever an artifact you control enters, put a +1 counter on Titus. Whenever Titus attacks, tap target creature and opponent controls. This is a much simpler version of an artifact deck than Sid is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, straightforward, you know what you're trying to do.
Not
a lot of math.
My kind of artifact deck. Easy.
Yeah, play your artifacts
out there.
Play your artifacts, buff your commander, swing in, tap their creatures. I love it.
Is artifact? Yes.
Yes.
+1.
Tap your stuff and I'll hit you.
Kabam. I like this effect, the tap effect, as a variation on like evasion. It's like an evasion without flying or menace or whatever, those boring keywords.
Mm-hmm.
Just attack and it taps something. So
this can get huge.
Yes,
right.
100%.
There's so many ways of playing cheap artifacts, recurring artifacts,
Yep.
artifacts that enter and create another artifact.
Oh, that's When it enters, it creates an artifact. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
man,
it's cool.
Yeah, I like this one. Simple but effective. Yeah, the second line I really like that too. A way for him to get in and kick some butt.
Yep.
All right. Okay, number 4.
Number 4.
You read that. Ultimecia. Ultimecia.
I think I've been saying Ultimacia, but that doesn't look right.
Ultimecia. I like that. Time Sorceress. This human warlock is 3 blue, black for a 4/5. Whenever Ultimecia enters or attacks, surveil 2. And then at the beginning of your end step, man, this is a doozy. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay 4 blue, blue, black, black, so 8 mana, and exile 8 cards from your graveyard. If you do, transform into Ultimecia Omnipotent. A 7/7 Nightmare Warlock with Menace.
Oh my gosh.
When this creature transforms, take an extra turn.
Yes. I love it.
Is this the first effect at Uncommon?
I'm almost positive it is. Because I saw this spoiled and I went and looked. Maybe I missed something, but I don't think you can without having Plane Chase or like Arch Enemy stuff.
Sure, yeah.
Anything not like from outside the game. I think this is the first extra turn, way of taking an extra turn in Pauper Commander.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So it's quite a lot of work. So 5 mana for the commander, and then 8, and you have to have eight things in your graveyard, 8 cards.
I don't think that's a lot of work though. Like 8 mana is, but
no, it's not.
8 things in your graveyard is easy in these colors.
Easy.
You're surveillant. Just build a surveil deck, right?
Yeah.
And she already entered or attacks. So
yeah, she'll get you there for sure, and then
on your end step you flip her, and then you get the extra turn. So then she can
you
attack.
You untap, and she can attack. Someone's getting hit with a 7/7 menace.
Yeah, commander.
You've got your mana. So, but also, Ultimecia Omnipotent would count as different commander damage. Would it? How does that?
I have no idea about that.
Because that has a different name.
Probably right, actually.
I don't know.
It's got to be right.
Rules lawyers, yeah. If you hit someone with Ultimecia,
yeah,
Omnipotent versus the Time Sorceress, are those commander damage tracked differently? I assume yes, because they have different names.
I would assume yes also, but I don't know.
So, anyways, but still, hitting someone for 7, kabam, kablamo.
Or is it the same commander? It's just got a different name now? Does it transform? I have no idea. Tell us, please. We need to know. Because I'm gonna
actually,
I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other like meld.
Meld would be different.
When I've played against meld creatures, but
I don't know.
In EDH, but I think those would count. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's
I
no way of knowing. There's no way of knowing.
No one will ever know.
Just play however you want.
Yeah.
Well, this one's super cool because
I love it.
Again, a unique effect, a cool thing, something we haven't seen before.
Something you got to work for, right? Like,
yeah.
I like those kind of things. Like, it's not just, oh, play your commander, draw a card, and then take an extra turn if you hit somebody for a damage. It's like, pay 8 mana, exile 8 things, and then flip it into a 7.
I thought you said that wasn't a lot of work when I said that same argument, that this is a lot of work to do, and you were like, it's not that bad.
I don't think it's that. These colors, I think it's actually going to be really easy.
To fill the graveyard?
Yes.
Yes, agreed.
And then 8 mana, I mean, games go 12, 13 turns. You're going to get there.
You're going to get there, and then you're going to take an extra turn and hit someone.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing that I've learned, and I'm pretty sure this is true, for these transform commanders, is if they... Like, so gray flickers don't work on them, right?
On the flip side?
Yeah. So when it comes back, it will always come back. Like if it gets exiled or whatever, yeah, it comes back on the front side.
As the Time Sorceress. Yes, that makes sense. Yeah.
So this one specifically is a little harder to protect once you flip it. But your gray flickers won't save it.
Sure, but even if you do, then you can do it again and have another extra turn.
That's true. Yeah. It's awesome.
Don't mind if I do.
Yep. So really cool. Oh my goodness!
Do you want to talk about a cooler card?
Heat.
A cooler card than the Time Sorceress?
Heat here. Oh,
you won't believe our top 3. Maybe you will.
You will. You know them.
You will. I think it's your turn.
Oh yeah, it is. All right. 9 mana. Commander.
No, I'm not playing this. It's
7.
But it's too expensive.
7 and 2 green pips for a diamond weapon legendary artifact creature elemental. It is an 8/8. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each permanent card in your graveyard. Has reach. Also is immune, which means prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to diamond weapon. This card is wild.
Very cool.
I couldn't believe it. The more I saw it, and I'm like, this can't be right. They've messed up here.
There's a misprint here.
This is so strong. It's a 2 mana 8/8 with indestructible.
It's so cool.
No commander tax. You will never pay command. If you're paying commander tax on it, you're not playing Magic right.
Yeah.
Look, this is crazy.
Hollow Marauder? What's that? Never heard of it. Huh?
I'm shocked they didn't put trample on this thing. Grateful that they didn't.
I can put trample on it.
Yeah, hopefully we'll figure out ways. But I'm glad it doesn't have it.
Yeah, the reach is interesting. Yeah, I love this card. Everything about it.
So good.
It's just speaking to all the mono green. I'm still addicted to mono green right now. I don't know why, but I like every time I'm looking at these decks and I'm like, what should I build next? And I just like hone in on these mono. Yeah, I'm like, Torgal's sweet. So I don't know. I'm just honing in all these mono green stuff. But yeah, Diamond Weapon. I'm super stoked. It looks super fun. Incredibly powerful. 2-shotting someone.
Yeah.
In Pauper, like, man.
And it can't even die in combat.
I mean, giving it vigilance is fantastic, so that it can block again still, and it has reach. Like, I think vigilance is huge for Diamond Weapon.
Mm-hmm. Huge.
Yeah. So, man, put on Snake Umbra. Put on a Totem Armor, so that if they do have a removal spell, because it can die to removal.
Yep.
It just can't die in combat.
The cloak. Those haste, vigilance, trample, haste.
Haunted cloak will be fantastic.
Holy cow.
It's just a beast.
It really is. It's so cool.
Yeah.
It is so strong. You will become the target at the table, though.
Yeah. Once this is cast, the game will become about this card.
Has to. It has to become about this card.
Yeah.
Not just that, but it's gonna. I don't know. It's just gonna be able to be cast every turn if it does get removed.
Right. Because in green, I'm imagining you're milling a lot, right? You're playing a lot of mill. There's lots of ways to self mill in green, and then it's just all about diamond weapon, right? Like I'm ramping, milling, protection, buff, trample.
So exile graveyard effects are going to be key against this deck.
Yep, true.
That's really the only way to keep it off the
And
battlefield.
that's a theme I'm seeing throughout a lot of these.
It really
right?
is.
Like
you need to start packing more
honestly,
graveyard removal.
Time Sorceress, Neo X Death or X Death, Sid.
Yeah,
removal.
It really is.
These are
that one too. If they're not there, it can't leave your graveyard.
Wow. Look at we're just kind of noticing this now, but yeah. Graveyard hate
Bajuka Bog
is not played enough. It's powerful.
Yep.
But yeah, Diamond Weapon is such a cool card, right?
Yeah.
Such a cool card design.
Super strong.
Okay.
All right.
Shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
You won't believe our top
card.
2.
This one is so fun. You saw this one played last week also. We have the Emperor of Palamecia. 2 mana, blue and a red. So just a blue and a red. Is it commander? Human Noble Wizard. 2/2. Tap, add blue or red. Spend this mana only to cast a non-creature spell. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if at least 4 mana was spent to cast it, put a +1/+1 counter on the Emperor of Palamecia. Then if it has 3 or more +1/+1 counters on it, transform it into the greatest card name in all of Magic the Gathering, the Lord Master of Hell. I love it so much.
That is very sweet.
So it is now a Demon Noble Wizard, 3/3 with Starfall. Whenever the Lord Master of Hell attacks, it deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of non-creature, non-land cards in your graveyard. It is a massive pinger.
That's insane.
Massive pinger.
So if you've seen the gameplay from last week, Lord Master of Hell was dealing
7, 9. There's one turn where it dealt 9
to each.
Yeah, I was the only one left, but yeah it hit me for 9.
Gosh.
Yeah.
On attack.
Just on attack, for attacking.
And it keeps the counters.
Yeah, so it's really a 6/6.
Right.
Because there's no world where it would not be a 6/6
right.
still.
It flips into a 6/6 that if you give it any sort of evasion, it hits you for 7 and then it hits you for 6. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so good.
The thing I like most
very
about this
impressive.
deck, yeah, very impressive. And it's not your typical Spellslinger Izzet deck, which can get a lot of sets that come out. Your signpost uncommon is going to be a Spellslinger, cast spells, get
Ping.
prowess, whatever.
Yeah, prowess and ping. I think a lot of pingers. Yeah.
Yeah. So you want the cheapest non-creature spells, the cheapest instant sorceries you can put in the deck. They're all going to be the same.
Yeah.
And you're just going to try to cast as many as you can.
The decks look very similar.
Yeah.
Yes.
This needs you to play big spells.
Right.
So you cast her early, which is awesome. Or him. Emperor. Him. We've said him. It would say Empress, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
You cast the Emperor.
Cast the Emperor early. You now have ramp. It's a mana dork.
Yep. Helps you cast those 4 mana spells.
Cast a 4 mana spell on turn 3 with your mana dork, right? Get a counter. It's now a 3/3. You can cast these big spells that are nobody plays. Like you find these spells that have just been thrown to the gutter.
What was that one that destroyed an artifact and then nothing could block?
Orthanc, Fires of Orthanc.
That was
Lord of the Rings card.
Yes,
that was so
awesome.
cool.
That was that
it killed Billy.
It killed.
It was Bill. You were already dead.
No,
you weren't dead.
No, he
that's
you.
That killed you. That one killed you.
Me.
He got rid of the huge threat.
Yep.
and just
kill the big artifact, and then none of them. I had 3 whatever creatures. I had big
no,
creatures.
you had tons. You had like 2 wolves. You had your command. You had like
yes.
6 or 7 creatures.
Yeah, and then I couldn't block with any of them
Yeah.
because creatures without flying can't block that turn. So
yeah, there's some cool
Yeah,
spells that
there's some
you don't
really-
play
Yeah.
in blue-red Spellslinger decks because they're 4 mana, 5 mana, 6 mana.
Yep.
So it's got a home now. They have a home, and they're
Yes.
neat. I like
Yeah.
it.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Give some love to those bigger 4 mana spells.
The other Is It Commander also cares about that. It's not as exciting. It's still really good. Don't get me wrong. It's still really good. You get a +1 counter on it when you do that stuff. But this is just, oh my gosh, just a bomb.
Oh yeah, and just attacking and dealing 21 damage to the table.
crazy.
Like 7 each opponent.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was out of control.
Yeah, really cool.
And he gave it flying, and so it was just easy to trigger that, right? Like find someone who doesn't have a flyer or whatever, like that you're gonna get through, and
yeah,
bonkers. Really awesome card.
it really is. It's so fun.
Awesome card. Okay.
Now this card is just broken, and it's crazy that this card has been printed.
Our number 1 is Black Waltz number 3. 2 black red for a 2/2 wizard, flying, death touch. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Black Waltz deals 2 damage to each opponent.
But really, that will be 5 or 6, because you're gonna have all those other pingers out there.
Right. Great colors for the pingers. And this set has a lot of those black wizards that deal
Yeah.
1.
Create those tokens.
Yep.
Do that. Yep.
So you've got Black Mage's Rod that we mentioned in our
Mhm.
commons. So
There's a couple others that didn't make our list, but yeah.
others that didn't make our list in common at common.
common, yeah.
That make those little wizards.
Mhm.
So yeah, you're gonna have tons of pingers. And then every time you cast a non-creature spell, I think that was also a key.
Yes, not just an instant or sorcery.
Yes.
Any non-creature spell.
Any non-creature.
It's a flying death toucher. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's strong. I think this is going to be really, really good.
Yeah. Scary.
We've been wrong before, but this seems wild.
We have?
We're always wrong.
Yeah, like I don't know. After seeing the Emperor play though,
That was great. I didn't expect it to be that good.
yeah, it was really
That was like a
good.
souped up, like massive pinging.
Yeah, it was. But I don't know. Yeah, I guess we'll see.
The support around this though, I think, is what's gonna make
Yeah,
this so like
yeah.
it will be hard to build a Black Waltz number 3 deck without including all that stuff. And you just got so much more of it in this set to be able to do that with.
True.
So just redundancy. The redundancy on this is gonna make it more oppressive, I think, than the Emperor was. Because this didn't happen until like turn 4 or 5, right?
Yep, true. Yep.
So if you can ramp and get your other things, this is gonna start. Because you're pinging, a lot of those pingers are like 2 mana. Like get those out early, and then you
Yep.
can start doing that. Throw this in, and you're just making more and more of this ping damage.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe the Emperor will take it over, but because that was wild. That was some powerful stuff happening with
It
that
was.
Emperor.
It really was.
But
So
Black
yeah.
Waltz number 3. I think
right.
I think it's great.
You know what? Interestingly, the theme of Graveyard Hate is good against Emperor
Oh yes.
because it deals damage equal to the number of non-creature non-lands in your graveyard, so you exile that. But Black Waltz doesn't have that problem.
Nope. Immune.
Graveyard Hate isn't good against Black Waltz.
Yeah, that's a really important part of this. Like this has like chinks in the armor, right? Like there's ways to like shut this
some
down.
vulnerabilities.
There's
yeah.
it's so hard to shut
you
these
just-
kind of things down.
Right. I mean, you just remove it, right? That's the
Yeah,
answer to a lot
But
of
then it's
stuff,
got
but-
4 others that are still
Yeah,
pinging you, and yeah, this is just a lot harder to.
Yeah. So I mean,
deal
there's
with.
other commanders that do this. So why is this one
Are there
Quarry Mountain Stalwart?
only on your turn, and only the second spell you cast?
Yes, second spell, and it's
So
not
it's
only on your
once.
turn.
Oh, it's not.
No.
Oh, yeah, you're right. But it's just once per turn.
No.
Yeah, because it's your second spell. You can't touch a second
Yes,
spell once,
but
more than once per turn.
yes, that's right. But it does 2, and you gain 2. So what's I guess non-creature and deals 2 damage.
Like I can
there
cast
anything
3
else?
spells and that's 6 damage.
Yes. So it's whenever you cast that. So I'm trying to think. Is there anything else?
It kind of
comparable?
reminds me
Is there
of
anything
that
that's comparable to this?
that Jaya deck you played, the Planeswalker one, right? Where you just dealt like
Yes.
40 damage in one turn.
That was awesome.
What was that? Was that because of a?
That was a lot of
pinging
pingers,
effect?
and then
A lot of it was combat too. You swung
you
out.
deal any damage dealt +1.
Oh, that's what it was.
So
That's what it was.
It was that.
Okay.
But yeah, that's true. Okay, so this compared to the other pinger commanders, the other like what's gutter snipe, for example, is mono red
It's 2 mono red is key.
and instants and sorceries.
Instant
or is-
sorceries, 2 damage.
A gutter snipe's not non-creature.
I don't think so. I think it's instant sorcery. Yeah, instant and sorceries.
Okay, and gutter snipe is instants and sorceries.
It's
Black
not a
belts.
flyer. Death touch.
Yeah.
Which is I think that's really important too.
Yeah, it's just pushed, man. It's
I
pushed.
think it's really good.
It's cracked. It's not. It'll probably look the same as a lot of pinger decks.
Yeah. Are there a lot of black red pinger decks?
Right.
Though?
I don't. That's a lot of
blue red, a lot of
blue
red.
a lot of red. But yes, I don't know about a lot of black. That's
And so I think
valid.
having the black, because you also have drain effects in black, like when this creature enters, each opponent loses 2 life. So there's a lot of other things black can do to just drain the table, and now adding pinging to it, it's like this massive pinging life drain deck.
Brutal. What's the card draw in black? Draw 2. Each player loses 2.
Oh, that was
Not risky shortcut. Risky
yeah,
shortcut.
yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Risky shortcut. Each opponent loses 4. You draw 2 cards.
yeah.
That's oh man, that's so cool.
That is.
And then or what's Siphon Mind?
Yeah.
Everyone discards a card. You draw 3 cards,
3.
and everyone loses 2 life. Oh man,
Yeah,
all those.
so-
all those cards. Yeah, that's sweet.
Anyways, there's some sweet cards in this set.
Oh, yeah.
This is a super fun one. Even though I didn't play Final Fantasy, these cards are awesome. And they're going to be a lot of fun to build around, to brew around, unique effects. It's fun. It's great.
Really cool, powerful stuff to play with. What did we miss? What's in your top 10? What's your favorite card coming out? What are you excited to brew around? Let us know in the comments below. Also, subscribe.
Yes.
Please subscribe. Thank you. If you want more of this stuff, tell your friends. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back with 20 common questions. Don't go anywhere. Don't. All right, Bernie.
Okay.
I'm in the hot seat.
Hot seat.
Hot seat. Okay, you ready?
Well, hot. Yeah. I'm ready.
Is it a permanent?
It is a permanent.
Is it a creature?
It is a creature.
2 for 2, folks.
2 for 2.
Is it black, red, or white?
Yes.
Is it black or white?
Yes.
Is it white?
No.
A black creature. I'm just clarifying. That's what I know. Okay.
Then I will not say anything to that. That was not a question. I will not respond.
I'm just talking out loud. Okay. So a black creature. Is it monocolor?
Yes.
Okay. I just had to maybe rule out the blue because I think I asked. No.
You said
Black, red, or white. So it could have been black, red. I don't think I ruled out red.
You did not.
Okay. Mono black creature. Is it mana value 3 or less?
No.
Is it mana value 5 or less?
No.
It's Lord of the Pit. Oh my gosh. Okay, so is it mana value 6 or greater?
Your last question was 5 or less.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're doing here. It is 6 or greater.
Okay. I have no idea. Let's see. It's a creature 6 or greater.
15, you get the flavor text.
Do I know this card?
Yeah.
Okay, let's what does black creatures do? Does it draw you cards? Can it draw you cards?
No.
Okay.
No. Cannot draw you cards.
Does it have an enter the battle? Does it have an enters effect?
No. I'm gonna make you go to 17 because the flavor text will give it away.
Okay. 6 or greater. I'm trying to think. No enters effects. No card draw. It is common. It's not an uncommon commander, right?
Correct.
Okay. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Okay. Not enters effects. Okay. Is it from Lord of the Rings?
Yes. Dang it.
Is it a troll?
It is a troll.
Is it Troll of Khazad-dûm?
It is a troll of Khazad-dûm.
Yes.
Here's the flavor text. A great cave troll, I think. There is no hope of escape that way. Gandalf.
Nice. Okay, I was like,
Yep.
Fetid Gargantuan? Is that
yeah.
4 and 2? Or is it
4 and 1? So that's a 5 mana.
Okay. I was like, what else? Lord of the Pit. Okay.
Lord of the Pit's a common?
No.
Okay.
What else? I was like, okay, what other big dumb black things are there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a
Troll
good
of
one.
Khazad-dûm.
Will you read it? Do you have it
Yeah.
handy?
Yeah. Troll of Khazad-dûm, 5 and a black for a 6/5 creature troll. Has swamp cycling for 1. So it doesn't draw you a card. You discard it and go search for a land. Put it
valid. Yeah.
Troll of Khazad-dûm can't be blocked except by 3 or more creatures. It's like a super menace.
Yeah, Super Menace. That's a fantastic card that goes in almost any black deck.
Yep.
Easy include.
Yeah.
The swamp cycling is huge.
Yeah.
So yeah, good one.
Yep.
Didn't even need the flavor text.
Banned in Legacy.
Remember that, Legacy folks. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. That was fun. I hope you enjoyed the top 10 commons, uncommons. This set looks bonkers. I want to play a lot of this. I want to play and just kind of showcase a lot of these cool, interesting commanders. Yeah. So, what commanders do you want to see? And we'll throw it out to our patrons to see to vote on some stuff.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah,
that'd be really good.
So if you want to get your say in there, consider joining our Patreon.
Yeah.
And please like and subscribe. Oh, I found something under here. It is a box of spicy.